One day you do what you do, exactly what you need to do. Life comes to God and feel the beginning.
Hello everyone.
Wow.
Huge flying shadows, mystical spirals in the clouds, and even mysterious shapes of light. These are the strange phenomena people are spotting worldwide. We've gathered the most incredible footage and are ready to reveal all the secrets, so let's get it on. You never know what you might encounter on a regular bike ride. Just like this guy riding through Greenwood, Indiana. He was caught off guard by this.
What the is that? Oh my goodness. What the hell?
When he looked up, he saw a strange beam of light in the clouds, almost like a spotlight. There's no solid explanation for the phenomenon, but one thing's for sure, it looks absolutely incredible. Seeing such a sight in the sky, many witnesses were genuinely frightened, and understandably so. This massive roll cloud signals an approaching thunderstorm. Clouds take on all sorts of shapes.
Wow. What's really going on?
It's hard to argue with the cameraman when you see something like this, right? It's both mesmerizing and eerie at the same time. Such large flocks might make superstitious people uneasy, as there are plenty of ominous signs linked to this kind of bird behavior. However, there is a logical scientific reason for it. Researchers believe these movements help birds defend against predators, keep warm, and exchange information about food sources.
Okay, that's getting bigger.
Yeah, what is that, guys?
Go zoom in.
Imagine seeing something like that in the sunset sky. What would be the first thing you'd think of? Probably not a botched attempt at launching the 7th Starship. Those strange yet mesmerizing lights are nothing more than debris from a spacecraft that crashed onto several islands in the Atlantic Ocean.
That's crazy. That's crazy work.
As the Falcon 9 rocket carrier disintegrated in the atmosphere, it left bright streaks behind, looking like a meteor shower.
Mom! Dad!
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord. Holy it's a giant shooting star.
Let's crazy Sunday. You see that kind of thing on me.
What the heck?
Wow.
Witnesses started running in panic, unsure whether to marvel at the beauty or to escape like in a disaster film. When 7,000 fireworks go off at once, you can't help but feel overwhelmed. By the way, this is how Independence Day was celebrated in San Diego, California back in 2012.
This is insane.
No, that looked lit like this. That looked lit like this.
This is the best fireworks show ever.
These stunning images, captured from space by the Suomi satellite, show more than just clouds. They reveal a true natural disaster. Only from orbit could the full power of Cyclone Freddy be seen. Between February and March 2023, it swept across the southern Indian Ocean, bringing devastation to Mauritius, Reunion, Madagascar, Mozambique, Malawi, Zimbabwe, and
using all these office type of long type of words.
In South Africa. This plush astronaut isn't just a symbol of kindness, it's also a real tech tester for future space research. In 2021, it traveled to space as part of a scientific experiment by the University of Nottingham in Ningbo, China. The little teddy was equipped with sensors to study microgravity and the effects of space conditions on different materials. Have you ever seen a hole appear in the sky, as if someone punched right through it? Believe it or not, this phenomenon is actually called a hole punch cloud. It occurs when a sudden temperature change causes the clouds to split apart, leaving a visible gap. Not only is it stunning, but it's also an incredibly rare sight.
One picture of that boat flying in the sky over the ocean. That's crazy work. They're overlooking.
Back in the past century, people thought they were the ghosts of sunken ships, drifting along the horizon like invisible shadows, portending disaster. However, what they actually are is a rare optical phenomenon that reflects invisible objects.
Or definitely you see the flying boat.
To truly capture the essence of a thunderstorm, there's no better perspective than from an aircraft. Only at that altitude can you see the full distinctive structure of storm clouds from every direction.
What is that? It don't look like it's gonna fly. They gotta get fried and stay in the smoke.
A Boeing plane cuts through the air, and its engines change the temperature and pressure, making water vapor condense.
I guess it's going.
In 2015, a series of images taken in the Chinese city of Foshan sparked a flurry of theories, ranging from a
If y'all look up and shoot it, on top of y'all shooting green tag thing. It really kind of spooky.
secret NASA project to an optical illusion, and even proof of parallel universes. Honestly, it does look pretty incredible, doesn't it? However, meteorologists explain that this is actually a superior mirage known as a Fata Morgana. It's caused by light bending through air layers of varying temperatures, creating the illusion of cities floating in the sky. Cities floating in the clouds. It sounds like the title of a sci-fi novel, doesn't it? Yet, as paradoxical as it may seem, this illusion's actually quite real. When you encounter a Fata Morgana mirage and see reflections of buildings or even entire cities in the sky, it feels like stepping into a fairy tale where the laws of our world no longer apply.
I don't know if it's reflected in this, but it's red now. The yellow sky has turned red.
The orange sky over San Francisco in 2020
And everything I bring to this channel, man, I'm doing my research on it. And when we're done with this video, they showing this happening, like, they didn't know what happened. You know what I'm saying?
looked like the city was trapped in a post-apocalyptic movie. This was due to the wildfires, which filled the sky with thick smoke, turning it into an eerie red-orange hue.
You do like that all day, all night? It be like that all day, all night. It's crazy. Okay.
Look over the press box. You'll see the planet Venus.
Not a sound nowhere. Not a sound there.
There are bugs starting to chirp like in the evenings.
The crickets are out. Yeah.
What was it? What was that? What was that? We got that. You know what it's called?
This optical illusion is real, and it's called the moon illusion. When the moon is low on the horizon, our brains perceive it as larger than when it's high in the sky. Imagine how lucky you'd be to capture such a moment.
I don't know if I was going to be stern close to the moon. And, you know, I bet the moon making it do that.
Nature can go even further by combining a rainbow with a phenomenon called a scarf cloud, or a pileus. This happens when rapidly rising air in cumulonimbus updrafts forces cooler air above it.
And I used to run down it all the time in the middle. You know, sitting, walking in the middle. I ain't never heard nobody following the treasure. I don't think it's good.
Imagine you're climbing up a mountain, and when you look back, you see a giant shadow with a glowing halo around it. It's pretty unsettling, right? But what you're actually seeing is a rare optical phenomenon called the Brocken spectre. It happens when sunlight bends through the fog, creating the illusion of a massive figure. Many people thought it was a ghost or a bad omen, but science has long solved the mystery.
There's a moon by.
One glance at those powerful storm clouds makes you wonder, what could have angered the heavens so much? This mesmerizing sight was witnessed by the people of Laguna, Brazil. Soon after, a fierce storm with heavy rain hit the city.
Oh, it's madness. It's madness. It's madness, man.
While a tornado tore through a nearby town. It's fascinating to watch a thunderstorm cloud from a distance, especially if you're on a plane. Every time there's a lightning strike, the plane shakes a little, but it's perfectly safe. Even if lightning hits the plane directly,
Man. Man. I know you're wrong like that. I'm a person today. Man. I don't you know things you I don't think
the pilots have everything under control.
Yeah, God, those big waves, big waves, right? There's a plane.
On the evening of December the 27th, 2018, the sky above New York turned an eerie shade of bluish green. People immediately came up with a variety of theories about what caused the strange phenomenon. But the real explanation was much simpler. A powerful explosion at the Con Edison substation in Astoria, Queens. The glowing light was actually caused by a transformer discharge that ionized gases in the atmosphere. The bright glow and the spreading spiral trail were enough to make even the most skeptical people think about UFO conspiracy theories. It's hard to shake off that thought, especially when you
One of them sit there. One of them things. They realize they are real. And none of lies, they're not. You guys can see it in the video.
You have no idea about the Falcon 9 rocket launch that took place on December the 22nd, 2017.
That's pretty cool.
You know, what's this in the world? And then, we like the up and down,
These two were also lucky enough to witness the grand launch.
we got different energy out of it. Things that we ain't really doing. It was like really.
It's as if the world is frozen between two realities, and you're right in the middle of it. Day and night seem to happen at the same time, much like in the polar regions during the summer or winter solstice, when one half of the day remains in darkness while the other is still lit. A disturbing black smoke ring hung over the city, sparking all sorts of theories among the residents of a small town in Virginia. They considered every possibility, except a minor explosion at a transformer station on the edge of town. That, however, turned out to be the real cause.
And she's gone. Goodbye, little smoker.
In reality, what you're seeing is one of the most unusual atmospheric phenomena, a lenticular cloud. These perfectly smooth, almost artificial-looking formations form when air currents flow over elevated terrain, often startling those who see them. A truly powerful and intimidating sight.
You see it, right?
I'm actually, yes,
Okay.
I do see it.
Okay.
It's getting weirder by the second.
I know.
It's like they're sticking around.
We're gonna do some
Anybody?
digging and figure out what that is. Back in a moment.
Are we rolling on that?
What do you think that was?
The enigmatic softness in the sky is mainly created by mammatus clouds, which resemble enormous When an aircraft is near clouds or water droplets in the air, light can refract through these droplets, creating rings of light or a rainbow halo around the helicopter.
I changed my mind. Hey, hey, wait a minute.
John Freese has 170 helium balloons, a parachute, and he's reached an altitude of nearly 3,500 meters. He's definitely an expert when it comes to thrilling activities.
Oh my God, fast, man.
Live is in style to keep the whole. Hang on, brother.
You might think that the rays of the sunset or sunrise always meet at the horizon, but that's not always the case. Sometimes they seem to converge in the opposite direction. These are called anti-crepuscular rays, a phenomenon that's not too uncommon, but still fascinating to behold. No, this isn't a scene from a fantasy movie, nor is it a digital edit. This is the morning glory cloud rolling across the horizon like a massive soft wave. These clouds, packed into a single billowing formation, form a storm collar stretching 1 to 2 kilometers high, often hovering just 100 to 200 meters above the ground and moving at speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour.
Oh, did it blow up on the ground?
If none of your friends have told you about the Skip Forever button, those aren't your friends. This is Pi, and if it sounds familiar to you, it's probably because you've seen their ads everywhere, especially this one. It's a free Chrome extension that blocks ads basically everywhere else you go online.
In 2020, Steamboat Springs launched the world's largest individual firework, a shell weighing over a ton that rose to a height of 1.5 kilometers, then exploded. A great way to showcase how time and space interact on a scale most people haven't seen is by using a time lapse and pointing the camera at the starry sky.